up how the finances are done, have all the bills on the bill list, make sure that we do get several bids on major equipment, that type of thing. We go to the DCA then has to approve it, and if they approve it and help us with the ordinance, how the ordinance is going to read, then there's another vote, and that's the vote to formally dissolve the fire company. District, I'm sorry. And
walk out if you put away with the fire company.
To dissolve the district. I'm sorry, I apologize. The reason being that I'm behind this is that I don't feel that we need another. I am in for smaller government. I don't believe we need another government over a $400,000 budget. I do feel that we will properly fund the fire district, the fire company, and provide the equipment that they need. Currently, they have the pumpers that are needed for right now. They may need other equipment, which Commissioner Gretsch brought up, which we are now going about a wish list for a bond for additional equipment for the public works and the police, and we can fold that into it. Basically, it would be Casey Wilms, which I believe, if you feel that you need the leadership that is now currently from the commissioner, they can still become, stay. They're not going away. They're not moving, and they can become back on the fire company, independent fire company, and still provide that leadership that you feel that they need. But I feel that this is with Chris Christie and what he's trying to do as far as cutting shadow governments. And that's basically what this is. This is another government. We have a CFO, we have an attorney, we have the clerk that can handle a lot of the expenses that are now on your budget that most likely will be cut. So that's the reason why I feel that this is less government, less of an expense, and we can control and have the transparency that a lot of things a lot of people are looking for. And I do compare it to the recreation. The recreation committee, there was a lot of questions about transparency. We brought that into the government and into our municipal budget, and we were able to make it much more transparent as far as the CFO is concerned.
I just want to comment that this does say dissolving the Spring Lake Heights Fire District Number 1. I understand it has to go to the DCA.
Subject to compliance.
Right, but they're not going to say no. I mean, we
Well,
dissolved
if you can't-
tonight.
If you can't resolve the financial issues to their satisfaction.
Right, it's
they can tell
only
you no.
resolving financial issues, but tonight would be when we dissolve it.
But the Councilman City is correct. The ordinance in the end is what dissolves it.
Right.
Because theoretically, it could be more complex than this. You could have bonded indebtedness that had to be retired.
I
You
know,
might
so
require us to-
they're certainly not going to,
No, there are leases involved. But as dissolutions go, it's not the most complex dissolution because there are two
Right,
capital
but,
leases. Some other
somebody said we're not dissolving it. We are. I mean, it says at the Resolution 74, dissolving the Spring Lake Heights Fire District Number 1.
No.
DCA won't even start the process.
Well, then this
DCA
we
will start
should
the
not.
process.
For us to be,
Patty, excuse me.
to get
Tom.
information. We're all-
Tom,
What you're saying is, as the motion stands, we're voting to dissolve the district.
yes. Seeking dissolution of the Spring Lake Heights Fire District Number 1. Yes, it would have to go to the DCA.
I know there are counter motion prior to the
Your Honor,
vote.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I'd like to just enunciate, I think, what it is Mr. Borback is intending to do by way of a formal motion, and make a motion that we carry this resolution to the next council meeting for the purposes of obtaining additional information so that we can have a full disclosure with respect to the assets, liabilities, incomes, revenues, savings, and other information that we deem necessary to be able to make this decision.
I can understand.
My motion motion to carry.
Your motion is to carry,
For one week.
And I'll second it since,
To the next, what's our next regular meeting?
which is May 11th, I think.
Pick a date, there you go.
Okay, could I have a roll call on that, please?
Could I just make a recommendation? I don't think that we should have this session in conjunction with a council meeting. I think that this really has a lot of substance to it, and I don't think that we should be, skirting an allowable amount of time so that we can conduct whatever is needed to conduct. And if we're gonna go over financial business in reference to the fire company at the next session, I think we should schedule, district. I think we should, we do get it confused, I really apologize. I think we should really have a separate night that we're gonna get together and discuss this and not do it on a council.
How about the Monday, May 4th? Would that,
It's the first one.
is that okay?
Is that enough time to
Mr.
advertise?
McGill?
We need, well, we're
Pardon?
continuing this.
May 2nd.
Second is a Monday, fourth is a Wednesday.
Oh, I'm sorry, the 2nd?
So, Your Honor, I'll just modify.
Oh, wait,
my
I'm looking to see if Mr. McGill,
motion.
and make it a special Monday night just to do the budget. And then it wouldn't be so far in the future.
We need 48 hours to advertise it, so can we get in the paper? Clerk, can we get in the paper?
It's not official advertising, we have to give adequate notice to the newspapers.
Just
and to the
adequate
public.
notice.
48 hours, okay, so we're fine on that?
Yes.
And the 10 days, we've already had 10 days between the date we scheduled the original one.
Right.
We have a 10-day obligation on the statute, so the hearing is a continuation, we don't have to wait another 10 days.
We're continuing the hearing
We're
on the
gonna do the 10
2nd. Can you do that?
For the ninth, but I don't know if that conflicts.
No,
should
I
be the
do
regular
too as
meeting
well.
as
I
well.
think we should do it on the regular meeting.
That conflicts.
I prefer a separate meeting, I agree with Sarah.
And when is the ninth?
I would want the second.
Oh, the ninth is your regular meeting?
Right.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
I'm sorry, I thought it was the
11th.
11th,
I
yeah.
thought somebody said.
No, 11, that was incorrect.
Oh, okay.
So what are we doing?
May 2nd.
May 2nd?
The motion is carried to 5-2.
Okay, could I have a roll call on that, please?
Mr. Brennan?
Yes.
Ms. Cynthia?
No.
Mr. Deaver?
Yes.
Ms. King?
Yes.
Mr. Mechanico? Mr. Warback?
yes.
The motion passes.
Okay, so we'll continue this meeting